Jay Spivey is with us from North Carolina. Good morning, Jay. How are you?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Jay?
What's up?
You sent me something. The most viewed WNBA games of all time are all fever games. The top 5. They're all fever games. 2 against New York. I beg your pardon. 1 against Minnesota. 1 against Chicago and 1 against Vegas.
And
These are top 5 of.
I know. I sent you that yesterday. I'm going to guess yesterday's game is going to be right up there.
Oh yeah, it is. It is for 2 reasons. 1, Caitlin Clark is playing, and 2, Indiana won. They stole the game.
Indiana against Angel Reese too.
Mm-hmm. And I think Angel Reese had a chance to win the game.
And Friday night, don't forget they played Paige Beckers.
Yep, and beat them by 11. Beat them by 11, 98-87. 98 against Dallas, 95 against Atlanta, though that took overtime. The most 100-point games in a WNBA season ever. They're the highest scoring team in the league. And the comment that goes with that is this. If you don't think the Caitlin Clark effect exists, look again. And they're right.
Or if you look at the one that I sent you this morning, she wasn't even mentioned in the WNBA post.
Wow.
Yeah. You lead the team in scoring last night, and she's not even mentioned in the WNBA post. And you tell me that's not intentional?
Yeah, well,
I was just gonna say that's by design. That's not an accident.
It's been by design since she came into the league. It has been by design since she came into the league. They only highlight the games with her when they're playing quote unquote bad opponents.
However, whenever the schedule comes out in the last 3 seasons, they're always either every game or very close to every game is on national TV. So they're using her, but they won't even mention her.
They won't recognize her. They recognize Kelsey. They recognize the hell out of Kelsey Mitchell, and people are even saying Kelsey Mitchell deserves MVP. Well, I'm not going to deny that she deserves a piece of the MVP conversation, but I've seen lists come out of top 5 for MVP, and guess who's not even mentioned?
Are you surprised?
No.
Is this now? Help me understand this, because I honestly don't know the answer to this question. Is this strictly a media vote, or do the players pay in coaches? How does it work in the WNBA in terms of the MVP vote itself?
I think it's just journalists.
Okay.
I want to say it's strictly media. I'm going to confirm it here.
I really don't know the answer. That's why I asked. Because I think she's got a better chance of winning if it's strictly media.
If it's strictly media, then yeah, Caitlin Clark will run away with it. If a piece of it is the fan vote, then there's trouble.
No, you can't have a fan vote for MVP. You just can't do that. I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. This is not an all-star game. This is not an all-star game.
It's all behind. It's all behind. None of this matters. It's all behind the scenes. It's whatever. Again, it's going to be whatever the cabal wants to happen.
Right.
And you know who's in the conversation?
We saw that before the All-Star game when there was a players vote.
Right.
That Caitlin Clark finished 11th. As the 11th best
guard.
Not the 11th best player in basketball. The 11th best guard in women's basketball.
In the W.
And as I said when that report came out, show me the receipts. Show me the receipts. Because I guarantee you there's some numbers behind the scenes that they were like, oh, one vote for Caitlin. Oh, 2 votes for this person because we want them to be ahead. There's no way she was voted 11th.
Now, there's a name that's in the MVP conversation that in my eyes, and probably my eyes only, shouldn't be there, and that's Olivia Miles.
I don't really have a problem with that. I just think she's going to run away with it. She's going to run away with Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah, she's Rookie of the Year with no pro. She's the unanimous and should be the unanimous Rookie of the Year. Unanimous.
Well, we just talked about it, Snowman. I mean, she's carried Minnesota to the point that she is, and as Playmaker just said, Nafisa Collier just came back.
Before the All-Star break.
People are going to look at that. People are going to look at Minnesota and say, "Oh, well, Miles has help from Nafisa Collier." Well, Nafisa Collier hasn't been there. She's not just kept them afloat. Because go back to our preseason, and I forget, we had Playmaker and we had another guest on here.
Yeah.
That was previewing the WNBA, and I asked them, "Hey, why is nobody talking about Minnesota?" And then both Playmaker and the other guest said, because Nafisa Collier's not there, they're gonna fall off. Well, they didn't fall off. She didn't just stabilize the ship. She basically put them full steam ahead.
I'm gonna guess,
and now they get Collier back.
I'm gonna guess Dallas would like to redo their draft pick if they had to do it over again.
Oh yeah.
Well, as we know, that draft pick was made. That draft pick was made before they even had the first pick.
Yep.
Dallas was dead set on drafting AZ Fudd.
Well, you know why? You know why she was drafted?
Yeah, because she's Paige Becker's girlfriend.
Paige Becker.
That's why that's the sole reason she was the number one pick.
Number one pick.
The sole reason they put her in Dallas.
And Olivia Miles is going to be the unanimous Rookie of the Year. Asia Wilson's the front runner, according to this article that I'm reading. Then you have Miles, Caitlin Clark, who's in the conversation, Paige Beckers, and Brianna Stewart. But it's Asia Wilson and everybody else at this point. The way that they see it. Damian Hernandez says, "Why should CC be in the MVP conversation? Because she's carried the team. Hasn't even played enough to be in the MVP talks."
Here's my question:
Oh no,
why shouldn't she be considered for MVP consideration?
Exactly. Why? She hasn't played enough games. Yes, she has. She's missed 2 games. She's missed 2 games this year.
It's always that argument of what does value mean? What does valuable mean? Does it mean the best player, or does it mean, or does it mean what you bring to what does that mean? Because if you take what you bring to the team, Caitlin is the most valuable player because you're seeing it. The Fever are rallying. They're rallying around all of this chaos that's going on.
Yep.
They're using it as a weapon.
They're using
in
it
that
as
locker room to say, this is, we see it all the time. We can go back, just watch the movie Major League.
Yeah.
Like when the owner was actively plotting to make them bad, what did the manager do? He brought in a thing and said, "Hey, every time we win, I'm ripping
a section.
We're sticking it to the owner. We're going to use it to rally together." That's what the Fever have done. They've rallied together,
and it's frightening the daylights out of the league.
That's value beyond. That's value beyond the 22 points that she's averaging a game or whatever she's averaging. That's more value to the team that Caitlin is bringing.
Well, my guess is there's going to be a lot of so-called media who are voting in this.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of CC backlash for whatever reason.
Oh, it's coming.
They don't like her
It's coming.
Either. They don't like her either.
CCing, but it's Wilson and Miles. No, it's not. I mean, this is my homerism coming out, and I shouldn't be doing this. But CC should indeed be in the conversation.
There's going to be a lot of agendas.
I think he's in the conversation. I think it's fair. It's fair to say Asia Wilson is it's Asia Wilson and then
everybody else.
That's fair.
Right.
That's fair. It's fair to say.
That's a true statement.
It's not fair to say. It's not fair to say, oh, Caitlin is not in the discussion. Oh, Caitlin is probably 3rd or 4th on
Mhm.
But there's
the
going to be a
MVP
lot of
list.
there's going to be a lot of agendas because of race and sex.
Yep.
I hate to say that, but
it's
just
just
true.
going to be sex. It's just going to be sex. Let's be honest.
No, it's race too. It's definitely race.
It's the fact that it's the fact that she's not gay. That's why. That's
both.
why.
It's both.
Jay, why do you think it's both?
Well, there's no. I mean, it's a predominant. I mean, just like it's like the NBA. I mean, it's predominantly black. The WNBA is predominantly black. So you're going to have a backlash of that. I mean, like I heard Stephen A. Smith mention the NBA with the Lakers a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
He brought out. He said the Lakers aren't going to be any good with 4 white players on the team. Well, why can't they be good? Why? It's the same argument.
They could have 5 white players on the team by the time the season starts.
I mean, well,
Or starters.
It doesn't matter. So I'm going to guess she's going to get the anti-CC vote because of both.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a lightning rod for whatever reason.
Well, she's playing very, very well right now.
And what difference does it make whether she's gay or not? Who cares?
Is she one of the best players in the game?
Like I've said, Jay, like I've pointed out, Jay, to 95% of the world, no one cares. 95% of us just want to see basketball. We don't care. But there is that fringe 5%. There's that fringe probably 2.5% that care very much that the best player in the NBA, in the WNBA, has to be a gay woman. And then there's that other 2.5% on the other side that are totally against against everything.
Here's why I say
and 95% of us don't care.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
Here's why I say race is included. Asia Wilson's not gay, so why does it matter? Asia Wilson's with Bam Adebayo. So she's not gay. So race has to play something into it.
But then you get Paige Beckers and race is gone.
Well, that's probably.
I mean, they push Paige Becker. They don't fight against Paige Beckers.
My question is, why do they push Paige Beckers as much as they do?
I don't have a problem with Paige. She's
we answered the question already.
Okay.
Because she's gay. That's it. And that's nothing against Paige. Paige Beckers is a great player. I watched her for 4 years at UConn, and I've watched her for 2 years in the WNBA. She is a great player.
Paige is a hell of a player. Is a hell of a player.
But she's not at the star. She's not a star level. She's not a star level player. She's not Asia Wilson. She's not Caitlin Clark. She's not on that level. And they're trying to put her on that level because they need her. They need her to be.
I disagree with that a little bit. I think she's better than you think she is.
I think 2 years in the league, I don't think she's nobody's at Asia's level. Asia is it's like Asia
and everybody else. I want to see Asia and Caitlin in a playoff series.
Asia has what? Three championships?
4.
Yeah. Okay, 4. Even better. Like I know she has, and most and they're like the last 3. So she's like, and then Nafisa Collier, when she plays, she's on that list. She's on that list. But Nafisa Collier is not going to get. She's not going to get pushed, and we all know why. We all know because she was the one that came out and basically threw Kathy Engelberg under the bus.
Under the bus. Yep.
So we know they don't want her as the face.
If they had any kind of backbone whatsoever, Kathy Engelberg should have had her butt sent out the door a long time ago.
True.
Well, we've talked about it. The rise in, we talk about it all the time because it's so important. They went from 12 employees to 85. And there's a lot of people within that office that need to go.
Mhm.
that need to get cut loose.
That need to be told, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Start with their PR team, who doesn't include somebody who led the team in scoring last night.
Oh God.
I mean, you're talking about the same PR team that told Kathy Engelberg not to go on Dan Patrick's radio show.
Well, she could listen. She's a commissioner. She could have come on herself. Listen, there's nothing to say she can't make her own decision. That's her problem.
Yeah. Oh, there's nothing that says she can't, but the consequences of that are she's going to fall out with the cabal, and then she's out of a job.
Dan,
like
she and they knew that Dan would have skewered her.
Yeah. He would have put the hard questions out there in a heartbeat.
He said that.
But that's why the cabal called her and said, if you go on the show, you're going to lose our support, and you lose their support in that office, you're done.
But
you notice how nothing's happened. Nothing has happened to her since then.
She's right. How silly does it look that she's 100 yards away from Dan's studio on the golf course that day, and still doesn't come on his show?
Doesn't come on the show
when she said she's so busy. Well, he could literally see her out the window. She's not busy.
Mm-hmm. Why is she? Why? Well, I know why. I know why she did that. I know why she backed away. My question should be, why did she commit to it?
That's the problem.
And then why did she commit to the?
You know why she committed to it? She committed to it because she was going to do it. She would have done it. And this is just my opinion. I don't know. I don't know Kathy Engelberg, so I can't speak about her character. But I would say she probably, Dan probably, or somebody associated with Dan's program probably approached her, said, "Hey, we want to have you on. We're going to be at this golf thing. Oh, I'm going to be there. I'll do the interview with you." She probably just said that and said, "Oh yeah, I'll do it." And then the night before, got the call from the cabal saying, "You're not doing it."
I'm sure
Go ahead, Jay.
I'm sure she knows who Dan Patrick is, but she doesn't know how good of a reporter Dan is.
Right.
She doesn't know that Dan's going to ask her hard questions. How many people in the WNBA are going to ask her hard questions that she's legitimately going to sit down and answer? Nobody.
If I had the chance, I would.
Nobody.
I would do it. I would, but nobody that's like really credentialed media.
The only one that I see, and I could be wrong, the only one I see who's asking tough questions in that league who covers it regularly is Christine Brennan. That's it. And she's an excellent reporter.
And don't be surprised if she's shown the door, because she is covering it that way, covering it fairly for everybody.
Now, Dan would have asked her a lot of hard questions.
We're talking about this, right? We're talking about this right now. And, I'm wondering if we said she didn't go on to the Dan Patrick show. If that's the Malika Andrews show, I guarantee you she would have been on.
Yes.
You know what? I guarantee you that too.
The reason they did not want her talking to him. They didn't want her talking to a man.
The WNBA crew on ESPN is terrible. It's terrible.
Say that again, Jay. Didn't hear you.
The WNBA pregame and postgame show on ESPN, no matter what group of women's on there, whether it be 3 or 4, whomever, they're not going to ask her any hard questions.
Of course they're not.
Malika Andrews not going to ask her anything hard.
Why is Malika
Andrews? And those other women hate Caitlin Clark and other people anyway.
You know who else really hates Caitlin Clark and they let her show it with no backlash? It's Monica McNutt.
Oh God, you're not the truth.
She's on every show.
Hates her.
You know, Monica McNutt has not hidden her campaign of hatred against Caitlin Clark. Not hitting it.
Where'd it come from?
I have no idea. I can honestly tell you, I have no idea. And now the tide is It's very blatant. I mean, there are a couple times I've seen it on their pregame show, which is horrible. It's ugh. I can't even watch it.
Listen, it was much better when Elle Duncan was on there before she went to Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It really was. Now, they've made Malika Andrews out to be a huge star on ESPN. I don't see it.
Nor do I. Playmaker says Malika had a great interview with CC during All-Star break. I'll have to watch it before I give my
haven't seen it, but I have a hard time believing it was hard-hitting. I haven't seen Malika Andrews ask hard-hitting questions yet.
Nor have I.
And, you know, they put, I know you guys don't follow tennis, but I do. They put Malika on, ESPN's put Malika on the US Open and Wimbledon now. She doesn't know squat about tennis.
They did what?
It's the last 2 years she's been on the US Open and Wimbledon. And actually, I take that back. She was on the Australian Open this past year in January. They got her on the tennis cover.
But basketball is her sport.
But they made her out to be a superstar.
How?
Did they get rid of Chris McKendry?
No, McKendry's on there, but she's doing play-by-play now. They've changed a lot of their tennis people. So Malika and US Open starts a week from Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
She will be on there next week.
Wow. Just ugh.
She's on there. And let's not forget, her husband is the Lakers insider for ESPN. Dave McMenamin is her husband.
And she's also part of the radio voice team of the New York Knicks.
That's McNutt, isn't it? I'm talking about Malika.
Oh, you're talking about Malika Andrews. I apologize for that. I apologize.
McNutt is on. She does do the next game.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were talking about McNutt. You're talking about
Malika. I'm talking about Malika.
How is Malika doing play-by-play for tennis?
She's doing the studio.
Yeah, she's in the studio.
She's doing the studio show.
But you have to have some knowledge of tennis.
And they don't.
And if you watch her, I mean, I'm not asking you guys to watch the USA, but if you don't care, that's fine with me. I mean, that's your thing. But if you get a chance to see her during the USA, you'll see what I'm talking about.
This I gotta see.
Well, I can only imagine because apparently her sport is basketball and she knows nothing about basketball. So
wait a minute. Her sport is basketball. She doesn't know a doggone thing about basketball. Not a thing. If you listen to her commentary, she does not know a doggone thing about basketball.
Well, I mean, not to say she's okay, but she's on there to look pretty. That's what it is.
And to hand out the NBA Cup. But I have jokes about that, and I won't do them here.
And you tell me that one way or the other, if not both ways, that neither one of them would have had their particular jobs without the other? Malika nor Dave McMenamin?
True.
I mean, they kind of...
There's truth to that.
I don't know if one of them begged for the other or whatever, but come on.
Someone stood up for somebody.
Right.
And that's why they're both there. 56 after the hour. Jay Spivey with us. We're due for a break. Jay Spivey is on with us every single Monday at the bottom of hour one of Snowman in the Morning. Jay, thank you very much. Great insight as always. Can't wait to talk to you next week.
All right, guys.
Basketballs everywhere. I swear to God there is. Let's take a break. When y'all get back, we'll have our ID. And then, I don't know, maybe somebody will drop by in the middle of hour two. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.